Full steam ahead with the Puma EvoPower. It's on the table and up for review here at Soccer Pro. That's right, after long last, the new EvoPower is in stock and flying off the shelves here at Soccer Pro, but I managed to snag a pair, so let's get them out of the box and take you guys around them. And the upper is made from a synthetic material called Adaplite, I believe, a one-way stretching microfiber material that does exactly that. It stretches in one direction very well, but it has little give in the other direction. This makes for a very flexible boot that really helps it form to your foot and stretch lengthwise when flexing, which is part of the whole power system in this boot, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Also, along the upper on this boot is something called AccuFoam, which helps with impacts when striking the ball. And just so you know, when it actually does hit the ball, it compresses flat so you have a nice smooth surface when contacting the ball. Now, keeping with this idea of power and flexibility, the bottom of this cleat has an interesting looking sole plate. The studs are a mixture of conical and a more oblong blade style that Puma is calling stability blades. But the main focus, however, is the gradual stability frame, or GSF. It looks sort of like a rib cage or a spine running along the back half of the shoe on the bottom. This is supposed to make the boot more flexible, like we talked about earlier, in both directions, and to try and replicate how your bare foot would move when it strikes a ball, to give it a real more natural feel that's kind of lost in a lot of rigid sole plates today. So a microfiber upper that stretches in one direction and a sole plate that also helps flex. Sounds kind of like a pretty sweet setup, right? Well, as far as the fit and the feel goes, yeah, they're really good. I've got very wide feet, as we all know, and I don't fit into narrow shoes. And these are super comfortable in every aspect. There's no weird cleat pressure, and they form to your foot really, really well. The nice close fit is great, and it flexes where you want it to. However, I really can't feel that sole plate flexing more. Maybe that's by design, and it's just a very slight flex. But that being said, it's pretty inconclusive, and at the end of the day, your skill on the ball is what's going to matter a heck of a lot more than the spine on the bottom of this cleat. Now, the color of the EvoPower 1 is honestly not my favorite. Stock photos have made it look really dark red, when in actuality it's more of an orange, almost fluorescent red. And the darker areas on this cleat are supposedly blue, but they look black or really, really dark gray. But again, this is cosmetic, and honestly, none of this should affect your decision in buying these. The bottom line, they're a wonderful pair of boots from Puma, and if you've got wide feet, I highly recommend you check these out. Now let us know what you think of the design of these cleats in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.